Students, today we will discuss the chapter Life Processes. It is in Biology, class 10th, Science. Dear students, it is very easy to recognize the living and non-living organism without being much in trouble. We know that living beings possess certain characteristics. On that basis, we can easily distinguish living and non-living. Characteristic like definite shape and size, they show certain type of growth, their reproduction by which they multiply, metabolic processes in them like respiration, as we know breathing, we can easily distinguish the organism as a living or non-living, and we see various life cycle like a plant which grow from a seed to a big tree, and certain movements along with various type of other processes and the cellular structure. Okay, let us discuss what are the life processes. Life processes are the biological processes which are essential for the survival of living organism. When we are talking about the living organisms, means we are talking about plant, animal and microbes. So these life processes such as nutrition, respiration, transportation, excretion, reproduction, etc. are very important for their survival. Nutrition to intake food, respiration to get energy, transportation for the circulation of material inside the body for various activity to be performed, excretion for the removal of harmful unwanted waste, and reproduction for the perpetuation of their races. Let us discuss the first process, that is nutrition. The intake of food together with its utilization is called the nutrition. Now, nutritions in organisms to organism differ. It depends upon their structure, their body design and the metabolic processes in them. So, the nutritions are having a different modes: autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. The number one, that is autotrophic. Auto is self, trophic is to prepare. So organisms are self-nourishing, which includes the autotrophs, green plants and some photosynthetic bacteria. They are two categories by which they manufacture their food by the following method or by using other sources. One is photosynthetic mode, and the organisms are called photoautotroph, and their mode of nutrition is called photoautotrophic, whereas the other mode is chemosynthesis. Organisms are called chemoautotrophs and their mode is called chemoautotrophic. So on that basis, what source of from where they get the energy, what's a carbon source by which they obtain the energy. So on the basis of that requirement, autotrophic organisms fulfill their need. So carbon and energy requirement of autotrophic organisms are fulfilled by the process one, that is the photosynthesis. And we are very much aware about that process. From the lower classes we know it. It is a process by which autotrophs, remember, autotrophs are green plants and some photosynthetic bacteria along with some protists such as euglena. These autotrophs take in substances from the outside and convert them into a stored form of energy. Means they store form of energy, means they store the energy into a chemical form, that's a glucose we know. So the material is taken in the form of carbon dioxide and water, which is converted into a carbohydrate that I am talking, that is glucose, C6H12O6, in the presence of what? Sunlight and chlorophyll pigment. There is one note which I am mentioning here. It's a carbohydrate which is not used immediately. Means glucose which is formed by the green plants not used immediately. Some of the glucose is left over, which plant is stored in the form of starch. What? Starch. ये starch क्या है? Starch is also a sugar as like the carbohydrate, but it's a reserve food material of the plant. which serve as an internal energy reserve to be used as and when required by the plant. In chemosynthesis, energy which is stored in the food is obtained from some chemical sources instead of the light. फोटोसिंथेसिस में उन्होंने अपना फूड खुद बनाया, लेकिन कीमोसिंथेसिस, कीमो हेयर मीन्स केमिकल, सिंथेसिस इज टू फॉर्म, बनाना, तो यहाँ पर कुछ फोटोसिंथेटिक बैक्टीरियाओं ने नहीं बल्कि कुछ दूसरी बैक्टीरियाओं ने, जिनको हम कीमो ऑटोट्रॉफ्स कह रहे हैं, लाइक ग्रीन सल्फर बैक्टीरिया, नाइट्रोजन फिक्सिंग बैक्टीरिया एज वी लर्न इन क्लास 9 which we call नाइट्रीफाइंग बैक्टीरिया, ये केमिकल कंपाउंड्स को तोड़कर द कॉम्प्लेक्स केमिकल कंपाउंड्स आर ब्रोकन एंड दे आर energy is released when they broken out and some constituent they are released in the environment, so उनसे वो energy obtain करते हैं. तो such mode is called chemosynthetic mode. I am giving you some questions also on that the content which we talk. Thank you.